Imagine checking out at a store only to discover you accidentally missed an item. It's an easy mistake to make, but for several people I spoke with, their mistake cost them a ticket and hit on their record. KGUN 9 spoke with 3 other people who were too afraid to go on camera with similar stories. The trend noticed by Sandra Barger, who's a counselor and provides court-ordered treatment. She noticed several people going through the court diversion program who weren't her typical petty theft clients.
Sheldon, little bootleg ass studio.
Video of today, man. Let's go and get up into it. Walmart, they pressing charges for petty theft. And I ain't talking about just any the normal traditional shoplifting, you know, you sticking shit in your pocket and nothing like that, or even the major thefts with you walking out of the store with the television. Nah, I'm talking about you forgetting to scan something at the self-checkout. Now, my opinion is it's not our jobs to be worried about the items. They should be governing the self-checkout. They should actually be checking you out. But be that as it may, we have self-checkout today and all this automated systems and, you know, AI, artificial intelligence and what have you. But I digress. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are a newcomer trying to figure out if you fornicate with the channel. If this your second, third, fourth, fifth video, you fornicate with the channel, subscribe, like, follow, all that good stuff. Let's not waste no more time. Let's go and get up into it right now.
If you ain't fucking with my nigga Sheldon, nigga, fuck you. Yeah.
As more businesses go to self-checkouts, one business seems to be cracking down on thieves. But as KGUN 9 on your side's Danelle Confair investigates, some of the people getting arrested say they didn't even realize they were committing a crime until it was too late.
Imagine checking out at a store only to discover you accidentally missed an item. It's an easy mistake to make, but for several people I spoke with, their mistake cost them a ticket and hit on their record.
Out of the shadows, two women just jumped out at me and grabbed the cart and ushered me all the way back across the store.
Damn,
and
that's how they do,
a tiny little interrogation room, if you will, and told me I was being arrested for shoplifting, and I was just in complete and total shock because I had absolutely no knowledge, let alone the intention of not paying for my items.
This woman, who does not want to be identified, says she was given a petty theft citation at the Walmart off La Cholla in the Foothills Mall after she accidentally forgot to scan a few items during checkout.
They proceeded to hold me there for about an hour and a half. They called the sheriff. They said because it was over $30, they would have to arrest me. I've never been arrested in my life, and I'm in my 60s. And they were just, you know, very rude and inconsiderate, and I kept asking them to explain things because I didn't understand what was going on. The sheriff came, he read me my rights, etc. I had to sign some things. Then he offered to stay and chat with me afterward because he could tell I was so upset.
She's not alone. KGUN 9 spoke with 3 other people who were too afraid to go on camera with similar stories. The trend noticed by Sandra Barger, who's a counselor and provides court-ordered treatment. She noticed several people going through the court diversion program who weren't her typical petty theft clients.
Well, what I've noticed is I'm getting a lot of clients that have to do their adult responsibility course for petty theft. And it's coming out of one particular place, and which is the Walmart on La Cholla.
She says in March 2022, she had 14 clients who were cited for petty theft from the Walmart on La Cholla. Some of the items they were caught with ranging from kitty litter to a bottle of bleach.
It's the same story.
Diesel.
You know, I'm standing there scanning, have my children with me. I have one client that had his kids with them, and it was just a simple one item that he missed, which can happen. You know, anyone can do that. I have another client that is a business owner that purchased over $2,000 in items, and one item is what he missed, and he got cited for that.
According to Pima County Sheriff deputies, there were 62 cite and releases at the Walmart on La Cholla from January 2021 to April 11th of this year. Meanwhile, the Walmart in Oro Valley off Oracle had only 3 shoplifting arrests, which were felony arrests related to retail theft. Across town in Marana, the Walmart off Cortero and I-10, a different story with around 84 cite and release arrests for 2021 and 2022.
I think there should be an opportunity before they leave the store to rectify the situation. Now, there are circumstances where, yes, people are doing these things.
Yeah.
But I do think
True.
there needs to be a little more regulation on the situation.
KGUN 9 reached out to Walmart for their policy on thefts. They provided the following statement. Like all retailers, we take basic measures to control inventory and keep prices low. For obvious security reasons, we don't discuss specific store policies. When necessary, we reach out to law enforcement as part of our commitment to meet our customers and associates' expectations of a safe and enjoyable shopping experience.
That's all they
The
had
next
to
time
say,
you
huh?
plan on using the self-checkout, make sure each item appears on your screen and don't be afraid to ask for help from a cashier.
Next time you plan on using the self-checkout, just don't. If they got cashiers available, you feel me?
If you're having trouble with an item. Danelle Confair, KGUN 9 on your side.
Yeah, well, that's what's going on, man. And it's quite sad that, you know, you got a business owner, as she said, who spent $2,000 or more in items and forgot one item. I guess it depended on what they bought, because maybe they could have bought 2 TVs that cost $1,500 together, and then, you know, it depends on how many items it was, but I'm assuming it was a bunch of items for a business, and for a $2,000 worth, he or she forgot one. You know, like, come on, that's easy. Now, do they call the police on those cashiers who forget an item when they're when they're ringing you out? You know, the ones that actually work for the store? Do they call the police on them? No, they don't. Half the time, they don't even notice that it's missing. And if they do find out, either that employee gets coached, you know, they get some type of reprimanding or something. But it's not to the extent of pressing charges. Not if it's something like that, forgetting to scan an item, especially if it's something that's not, you know, a couple $100 or something like that, even $100, something like, you feel me? There's a lot of situations, as she said, you got people with kids out here, you know, it's easy to forget to scan an item. You got these elderly people out here, you know, there's so many reasons. And the point of them having self-checkout is to eliminate certain expenses, minimize expenses rather. So if they are minimizing these expenses, what are they doing? They are profiting more. In that case, they should be giving us a better discount. Matter of fact, make it even better for you, they should be giving us a W-2. Because if we're going to be going here shopping and we have to check ourselves out, that's working. We halfway work. So either you're going to give us a W-2 for working while we shop, or you're going to give us a better discount than what you got going on. Because there was a study done by MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. You feel me? Or MIT. And they broke down the reasons, or, you know, they broke down the numbers of how companies benefit over the self-checkout versus paying these cashiers. Now, let's go ahead and dive up into that. It says a recent MIT study put the average cost of a 4-station grocery checkout station at $125,000, right? And that's at install. So if it lasted 10 years without significant repairs, it would work out to around paying someone $3,125 or $1.25 an hour. So basically, if that self-checkout was a human being, it would be making $1.25 an hour for the amount that it costs to purchase that machine. To pay that out, it would be like $1.25 an hour or $3,125 a year. You feel me? So imagine paying a human being at around, the minimum wage here is $7.25. I'm in Texas. All right. So imagine the difference. You see? Now, so they went ahead and figured up all of the numbers, and it said, I'll generally ignore benefits, holidays, etc. for the employees, plus the cost of the machines/stations needed by the humans. But I'll likewise ignore the general maintenance for the machines, which is a lot. So basically it's just cutting out, you taking off your off days, your holidays, all of the benefits, which is, health, vision. So it's not counting any of that versus the machines, maintenance and all of that. It's not going to count that. It's just, if you lived a normal life and you worked every day of your shift, this is how much you will make, but yada, 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 versus paying the machine this much. This is how they figured it up. All right. So walk along with me. There are, of course, lots of issues with comparisons. Let's get into it. One, the machines are much more efficient than a person. MIT rates them about 3.2 times more efficient getting people through. So it could be replacing more than 4 workers, possibly 10 or more if your store was really busy and people used those lines. All right, now 2, you typically need a minimum of 1 human employee available to supervise the machines at all times. People often need help. The machine fails, the price is wrong, they scales don't register a product, etc. And 3, people can do other jobs. This is huge. This is what they say anyway. If you have 4 checkout people and it isn't busy, you can put 1 on checkout and have the 3 others cleaning, labeling products, stocking, running price checks, etc. This is actually huge since a checkout machine can't even clean itself, yet at least. 4, the machines aren't limited in hours. There is no overtime, issues with shifts, vacations, etc. 5, the machines are often extremely efficient in cases where you have lots of small transactions, foot traffic buying a few snacks, in parentheses, versus someone trying to buy an entire cart full of product, meats, etc. The ability to get people through the line can increase overall sales versus people not stopping because the lines are too long. So you see how they are saving money? Now basically they're allocating their resources. They're minimizing what they have to pay, and they're getting more out of the ones they are actually paying. But they are still not paying them more. And the products are only raising in prices. So they are eating, getting more and more rich while the poor just get poor, because now this eliminates jobs because there are less cashier jobs available for the less skilled workers or less educated people. So it's very important for you to learn a trade out here very early. And there's a lot of Walmart stores closing out here, and they claim it's because of underperformance, which I declare BS, because how can the #1 retail giant basically be closing stores because of underperformance? According to the Insider, it says Walmart will close 8 retail locations across the U.S. this year, citing poor financial performance at each. Now, they've done closed almost 300 in Texas, or at least they are said to close 300 in Texas. Oh, God. The recent closures follow a trend of Walmart closing a handful of stores across various states each year, with the company saying that the stores are underperforming without providing specifics. They ain't providing no specifics. We need to see these numbers. Yeah, man, we need to see these numbers. In addition, the retail giant is ending its 9-year experiment with 2 pickup only locations in Illinois and Arkansas. Now, when you order online, that is a service that you will get. That's you paying for your groceries. They're working and going to go grab what you need and bringing it to you. That is a service itself. But since we have to go into the store, walk around, get what we need, which is fine, but we have to go and then check ourselves out, and then we have to make sure that we scan every item. Now you want to put us on policy. You want to teach us the employee handbook on how we need to scan items. You see what I'm saying? We working for y'all at this point. We gotta watch every item that we scan. Now, on the flip end of that, we just supposed to be looking at our receipt at the end of it, making sure, or watching as the cashier get everything and making sure everything ring up the right price. But at this point, y'all making us do a little bit too much work. I think we need a W-2 or a higher discount. Y'all talking about some rolling back prices, rolling bitches back on some more. Yeah. Let's get to that. Let's get to that right there, man. But see, they don't want to talk about that. That's the conversation they don't want to have, because as you see, they ain't provide no specifics on how they are underperforming. I call BS. Yeah. And now you're profiting more. You've been profiting off of these self-checkouts, to be honest, and then paying employees what you're paying them. Pennies on the dollar. Y'all could afford to pay these employees at least $20 an hour or better. On God. Real talk. There's no reason why nobody should be making less than $18. That should be the minimum. Like, you can't survive out here on no $15, $16 an hour. Yeah, so they are maximizing their profits by minimizing what they pay to employees and replacing them with self-checkout that costs less to, maintenance versus pay a employee. Let's say employee works there for 20 years or so. We've been working for Walmart ever since they implemented these self-checkouts. Since when? 2011, 2012, something like that. Yeah, so we all that's been shopping at Walmart deserve a W-2 or higher discounts. They need to break some bread some kind of way. Anyway, if you vibed all the way out to the end, I really do appreciate you. Leave me your thoughts below. On God. Make sure you follow me on all my social medias. Facebook, IG, Twitter, YouTube, same name on everything. Whatever you watching me on right now, the name is SheldonVybez with no space in the middle and a Z at the end. Yeah, jump over to all the other social medias and follow me. Cash App, $Sheldon, VYBEZ903. I appreciate each and every last one of my viewers. On God, until next time, I'm SheldonVybez. Need y'all to be cool out the other side of the pillow. Stay light on your toes like you're supposed. Oh yeah, no.
If you ain't fucking with my nigga Sheldon, nigga, fuck you. Yeah.
Oh God.